Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. We upload new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time, so please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our earwax removal video today. So this gentleman's come through. He's a regular client of ours. He suffers with repeated ear infections, and what normally happens is when he treats the ear infection with antibiotics, he gets left then with a debris, a thin film that sits all the way over the canal and over the eardrum, which then reduces the hearing. So hearing is normal the rest of the time. Obviously with the infection there's a lot of aggravation, a lot of swelling in there, a lot of debris being produced, which then causes problems as far as general day-to-day hearing. When that gets cleared up, then this film sits all over the eardrum, all over the canal, which then also keeps the hearing reduced. So what we're doing at the start here is just clearing the entrance to the canal, so taking away any softer wax debris basically around the outside edge. What you'll see in a second when we get a little bit deeper in, it gets a bit easier to see as well, is that there is this film which is a mixture of the antibiotic drop that's gone in drying on the canal, also any discharge from the infection that's been left over, any wax that was in there, all gets liquefied together and then solidifies on the canal wall. So very thin, hard plates and films in here. So to remove this, what we're going to do is use the standard size ulnar tube here and just lift at the edges of the canal. So you can see this film that I was talking about now, just lifting away from this left hand side canal wall here. Now, what we're going to do with this, to peel this away, you need to just slowly work your way down the canal, lifting off the canal as you go. Now, the difficulty with this patient is because this covers all of the canal walls, as we're lifting, you can see it's all pulling together into a large central section. Now, obviously, we need to lift and peel from the canal wall. So when we get this large central bit here, now we can't wiggle left, right, up or down because we're not going to pull any more off the canal walls. So we work down as far as we can, and then we have to go in with the crocodile forceps then. So this is what you can see just coming into shot now, is the crocodile forceps through little bits of hair. Now I'm not looking to peel the whole thing away because we haven't taken enough off the canal walls with this. What I'm looking to do is take away the excess I've already peeled off. So that allows me then to work my way much deeper in the canal and peel the remainder off the canal walls and the eardrum. So you can see we're just taking the central bits away, any looser bits around the outside edge, as this bit is here. So you can see that's all we're doing, is just peeling around the outside, which will then allow me to go back in with the Zollner tube to start lifting off the canal wall edges again. So we've taken away that central section. You'll see what I mean now. So as we go in, now we can start lifting, look, from the edge again and pulling up into the center to take the next section away. It's difficult when you start peeling like this at this bottom section here, because you need to aim at the bottom of it to lift it from the canal wall to get an effective peel without it breaking away. But what you'll notice is when you go in with the suction, I'm trying to aim for the bottom of this, but see, it pulls that flap down into the suction. So what you get then is it's really difficult to get to the section you need. So sometimes it's easier to take that top section away with the crocodile forceps and then get into where you need to be. But you can see this is just starting to break now, look, along the outside edge. And just trying to lift and peel. But you can see we can't really go too far now into either side. So we're just taking this section from the top down, peeling this away. There you go. So all just starting to peel away a little bit more now. Now we're getting a little bit closer to the eardrum. So just going to very gently start peeling away from the top here. Now the top and left hand side is actually just starting to connect to the drum itself, but the right hand side is still connected to the canal wall much further towards the camera, so away from the drum. So you can just see we're just starting to get a little bit of a peel there to the top section. So we're just going to go in now with the crocodile forceps again, and like I said, just remove that outer piece. There we are. So just taking that away. so it doesn't keep flicking up in front of the suction as we go in then to take away a few more bits. There you go. So we've taken a lot of that top section away now. It gives us a much better bit of this film to work on. But you can see it's quite firmly attached in there. Just peeling some of the towards the right hand side, from right to left now. Taking down the canal this right hand side. There we are. So just peeling that now. Working our way down. You can see it just starting to peel away at the top, working on the bottom to try and lift that up. I'm working across opposite sides at the moment because obviously the more I can peel away and the more I can get down towards try and get it all to keep together. If we can peel all the sides away, it means we've got a better chance of the whole thing peeling off in one piece. So obviously the last thing we want to do is leave lots of little tiny bits on here, because they're going to be a lot more difficult to remove and a lot more uncomfortable for the patient as well. So you can see it's all still quite firmly attached. We've got a couple of leading edges there to work on now. So crocodile forceps are going to go back in. Just looking at pinching this bottom section there. You can see how difficult it is because the nose of the crocodile forceps is actually quite wide. So to try and get into these little gaps and hold on to these thin sections can prove quite difficult sometimes. You can see we've got another leading edge there now, so just working that, peeling down the, you can see it all start to peel away now. Always with the forceps and this kind of thing, it's always gentle, steady pressure. So a nice, smooth, continuous movement pulling down and out of the canal. Because if you make jerky movements with this kind of film in here, then it's just going to start breaking bits off, or you're going to put a lot of tugging action onto the actual eardrum itself, which you don't want to do. You want to gently peel away from it. There we are. You can see it starting to come away. You can see the film lifting. Look, as we're pulling this top section, you can see it's bringing the next section forwards, allowing us to get underneath now, above and below. There you go. So we can get a much firmer grip on this section now. There, slowly. You can see it starts peeling away in longer strips then when you can do this slow movement. So what we have now is some dry wax to the right side and also in the base of the canal as it's getting a little bit closer to the eardrum. I can't quite get the angle to do an effective peel on the right side, so I'm going to lift up from the bottom because I think this is one continuous piece. So you'll be surprised just to see just how much is actually hidden out of sight of the camera. We talk a lot about this valley that's just in front of the eardrum, and this will give you some idea of how much can actually accumulate in that valley and how deep it is. So we've taken one section away now. There we are. So we're going to work on the next section. So you can just see that flicking up to the front there. There, you can see it's a long edge. Can't quite get the grip I need using the fine end because obviously it's a much smaller aperture on a fine end, so very difficult to get an effective grip. So we're going to use the crocodile forceps now just to grab that piece. Trying to get hold of that very thin leading edge. There, got a grip on it and just pulling. Oh, it's just broken away, so just going to go back in, get another grip. There we go. There, can you see? So that was tucked in that little valley, so you can see just how much was there. And there's actually more still in there. So if we go back in there with the forceps and see if we can grab that, try not to go too deep, obviously, because we don't want to touch that eardrum. You can see it's a delicate procedure, trying to grab the bits we need but not touch the drum behind it. There, folded it and got a good grip. Now you can see just how much is pulling away. Can you see all that coming away there? There we are. So we peel the bottom and to the right, and out it all comes in one piece. And we take a look back in there. There we are. There's the eardrum. Now, obviously, there's a lot of bits of dry skin in here, but don't forget this gentleman is prone to ear infection. So I want to go digging against the skin in there. I don't want to encourage another infection. And that's what we removed.
Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already or you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.